In this video, I'm going to revisit my wheel strategy situation with SPY. This position is very, very deep in the money. Let's see if I can roll myself into a better situation. So here you have it. I'm running the wheel strategy on SPY, the S&P 500 ETF, and I've got 309 shares of SPY in this account. If you've been following along in the past with some of my other videos, I used to have more shares of SPY. Well, I'm slowly moving all of this options trading stuff over to Robinhood. That's a topic for another video. But right now in this tastytrade account, I've still got 309 shares, 300 of which are covering this short call position that I have on. So I've got a short 412 call that is set to expire in 37 days on September 15th. And this thing is deep in the money. I mean, you see the price of SPY right now is around $447, and my call is way down at $412. But I'm not worried about this. I'm not comparing what I'm doing to buy and hold anymore. I'm just trying to generate some good income out of this position. And now that SPY has actually come down a bit, because believe it or not, it's been even higher. SPY got as high as, I think, $10 a share higher than this, so probably around $457, close to $460 per share. And here I am with a position with a covered call, 3 covered calls, mind you, way down at $412. So can I roll my way out of this? Well, not really. I mean, you'd have to roll a ridiculously far in the future to get this covered call out of the money. And in case you're wondering what ridiculously far in the future looks like, here you go. About 500 days into the future, if I were to roll this out to 500 days, that's where I would get a credit of over $500 per contract, but also 500 days in the future. I mean, just think of where the price of SPY could be in 500 days. All right, so I'm not even worried about that. I'm just trying to get into a better position with this trade and squeeze out a little more income from it while I can, because frankly, I'm surprised I still have this position. You'd think it would be called away at this point, being so deep in the money, but I think because I've got it set to expire so far out. I mean, not that far, 37 days. I keep staying around that 45-day mark, and then I'll roll it out. I'm sure if I let this get closer to expiration, it would get called away. So far, it hasn't. Anyway, today I'm going to roll this position, see what I can do, and we'll start with, let's see what I can do if I simply just keep the same strike price, but roll out to the next expiration date, roll out just 1 week. Let's see what that can do for me. All right, so if I do that, I'm looking at about 30 cents. I don't know, it kind of jumps around anywhere from 20 to 30 cents credit per contract. I've got 3 of them, so that's something. Is it better than nothing? Better than collecting no additional premium? Yeah, I suppose it is. But let's take a look at my covered call calculator over here and see exactly what this really looks like. So if I were to roll out 7 days, according to my covered call calculator, that's an annualized return on capital of 3.8%. Really not great. Again, yeah, it's something. It's better than nothing, but I'm really not excited about that low annualized return on capital. And even though it's only extending the trade out another week, but it's not doing anything more for me than collecting this additional premium per share, or $90 total. So let's see if there's anything else I could do with this position that might make even more sense or put me in a better position. What would happen if I move my strike price up to 415? Now remember, the price of SPY is way above this. Okay, it's way up at 447, but every time I can roll my short strike up, that's basically guaranteeing me that amount of stock appreciation at the end of this trade. So if I can roll from a 412 strike price up to a 415 strike price, that move alone is guaranteeing me $300 more per contract, and I've got 3 of them, so that's a $900 guaranteed improvement in my position, or guaranteed profit when this trade eventually does come to an end. So that's cool. I would like to roll my position up in strike price from 412 to 415, but doing so poses a problem. As you can see, I would have to pay a debit. I would have to pay money to make this move, to roll it out even 1 week. And in this case, I would have to pay around $250 per contract for the privilege of rolling my short call up to the 415 strike price. And it makes sense why I would have to do that, right? Because basically guaranteeing myself that extra profit on the shares, I'd have to pay up for that. That is something I could do if I really just was concerned about capturing a little more stock appreciation, but I'm also in this for the income, for the premium. So what I wonder is, how far would I have to roll this position out in time to roll up to the 415 strike price, but not pay a debit and in fact gain a credit instead? How far would I have to roll to get a credit for this move? And what kind of credit would that be? Well, let's keep rolling. Let's keep pushing the expiration out in time and see how long I'd have to, and see how far I'd have to roll out to get a credit. All right, if I move this out an additional week out to September 29th, that improves it a little bit. I'd only have to pay $211. That's still not what I'm looking for. Let's keep moving the expiration date out. All right, now we're way out 72 days to October 20th. This October 20th expiration, and it's looking better, but I would still have to pay a $9 debit. It doesn't give me any income whatsoever. I just have to sit and wait. And I don't want to do that. So let's push it out even further and see if we can get a credit on this thing. Here we go. All right, now we're way out to the November expiration. That's 100 days out, or an additional 63 days from the expiration date I have on now. So by basically rolling this 63 days out in the future, I can roll it up to the 415 strike price and collect a credit. Pretty juicy credit, really, of $311 per contract. Since I have 3 of them, that's be a $930 credit that I'd receive. That would be nice. And I've got the advantage of rolling up to the 415 strike price. So I kind of like this. I kind of like this situation. This seems like a good move to make in this deep in the money position I have on. Let me return to my calculator and see what that would look like. So in that case, it would be a 415 strike price. The premium per share would be, let's say I get $3.10 per share. Expiration, let's make it so the days to expiration is 63, because that's basically what I'm doing. I'm pushing this thing out 63 days into the future. And in that case, my annualized return on capital would be 4.36%. Just a little better than the annualized return on capital I saw before. So again, not rocking my world on this return on capital, but it is tangible premium that I'd be receiving, over $900 of it. So that's cool. And don't forget about that additional stock appreciation, because I'm raising that strike price from 412 up $3 to 415 and capturing an additional $300 per contract, $900 total in additional stock appreciation. And with the premium plus appreciation, that is $610 that in this case that I'd be receiving, and that's per contract. So over $1,800. This is putting me in a over $1,800 better position, although I may have to wait 100 days to get there, an additional 63 days anyway. And by the way, if you are interested in this covered call calculator, I have another video in which I show how this works in more detail, and I'll drop a link in the video description and up above here if you want to check this out. But for now, let me go ahead back to tastytrade and make this roll happen. All right, let me set my limit to that 310 credit that I was hoping for. See if we can at least get that. Okay, review and send. Send the order. And it's filled, just like that. Kind of makes me wonder if I should have held out for a little more credit. But hey, what's done is done. And I'm happy with this move. Again, I've rolled way out in time. I've collected some nice premium, and I've rolled up in strike price to capture more stock appreciation when the day comes that I will get that. So, all right. That's me rolling my deep in the money covered call position today. Just a quick video to show you kind of the thought process that goes into that, what the options are, and basically how I deal with a covered call position that is so far deep in the money. Basically, the answer is just keep the party going. Collect more income, try to roll it up as best you can. That's the game plan right now, and so far so good. All right, that's what I had for you in this video. Remember to subscribe to my channel for more videos on saving, investing, and early retirement. Thanks for watching.